Alright, guys. MAXPAX, the Danish wunderkind, the prince himself of Denmark. Some say he is an AI. I think he's a bubble boy. Some say he's Danish royalty. In the top right, he goes to block the hatchery, but his opponent, Ragnarok, hides the drone, goes for the gas, and gets that hatchery down on location. It's super delayed, though. That is a very delayed hatchery, guys. And he actually builds the spawning pool very quickly as well. Interesting. Now, this was, of course, a very big map picked by Ragnarok. Altitude will be map 3 for him, but fascinating to see which way these goes. And I'm just excited because Ragnarok and MAXPAX actually have a very close win rate. It's about 40% for Ragnarok, 60% for MAXPAX, but not a massive sample size. MAXPAX has been doing better. He won the 2 series that they played against each other in 2022, but he lost the 2 series they played in 2021. So MAXPAX won a single map in WTL as well, which is why he has the advantage overall. But it's a very small advantage, and I think it should be a competitive match. Not only that is that exciting, we're not in the Void Ray meta anymore. I mean, this has been so good. MAXPAX had a crazy game in WTL versus Rainer on this map. It was like Lurker versus Ground Toss, back and forth action from start to finish. And he plays a lot of Twilight Council builds as well, does MAXPAX. He can still play Oracle and Stargate openings, of course, but he just mixes it up, and it's very hard to predict what he's going to do. Now, this game, he does start Warp Gate for now, and indeed goes for the Stargate, cancels Warp Gate. So it looks like a Stargate opening. Ragnarok's Overlord will see that this Cybercore isn't spinning right now, and it's going to start spinning again in just a second as that Warp Gate kicks in. Oh! Okay, there we go. It does start up. Third hatchery is on the way on the left side for Ragnarok as well. And there is an Adept coming forwards across the map. MAXPAX has gone home. 2 Lings are going to sneak out for the scout. Ragnarok, for those who didn't see his games over at Katowice, the new World Championship tournament, he actually beat Neeb. And Neeb was looking rock solid at that tournament, but Ragnarok got in with a lot of just kind of very surprising, super committed Roach Ravager Zergling attacks. Just very, right when the Protoss is like up on 3 bases, massing Blinkstalkers, and it's like 7 minutes of 50, 55 workers. Ragnarok just hits you with like 20 Roaches with Roach speed. 4 of them are Ravagers. There's 50 Lings coming in from behind it in an endless stream, and the Protoss just doesn't quite have enough damage to hang on. So I remember being fascinated by those games because Neeb was looking really, really clean, and Ragnarok was like just tight enough on those timings, surprising enough to kill him each time. And I definitely do think he's very prone to doing. If you play Oracle Blink, he's prone to try and get you with a big surprise. Ragnarok right now with 14 Lings. He's looking for a 3rd base cancel. If the Oracle sees these Lings coming, that would be huge. But he misses them. You might see, he sees 2 Lings. Does that ring the alarm bell, though? There's 1 Adept in between the pylon. He's coming over right now. This is a very good move. If Ragnarok gets a cancel on the 3rd, this can be a huge momentum swing. And he's going to go for the Adept to start. But, oh, he doesn't have Lings attacking that Adept from the other side, so it's going to take out a few of these bad boys, but only a couple of them. The Adept actually had a lot of surface area there. It wasn't the best choke point. Oracle will take out some of these Lings, but not in time. That Nexus is canceled. Probe goes down, and an Adept, and a canceled Nexus. He immediately sends a Probe over to rebuild it. Oracle on the other side of the map gets F2'd home, kills nothing, takes a ton of damage, and now you basically get away with delaying your Spore Crawlers a little bit. Oh, actually, he didn't delay his Spores. Okay. So Ragnarok wanted... I think Ragnarok could be way further ahead if he delayed his Spores. As it is, I think it's still very good for him. But it's not as devastating as if he got away with being really greedy and skipping those Spores as well. That's where you go, oh, dude, that is a nasty lead you're looking at. Forge Twilight on the way here for MAXPAX as he's up on 4 gases now. He doesn't have any units on that 3rd. He's trying to send Adepts across the map. There's nothing at his 3rd. If he loses that base again, he's in trouble. It's only 12 Lings on the map, but 8 more building. More Stalkers building in the natural, but that means there's nothing in that 3rd base. He's only on 2 gates right now. These Oracles need to sit at home. Ragnarok, though, is not building a massive worker advantage. He's finding damage, but he kind of needs to find damage because the workers are dead even. Shield battery cancels, not a big problem, but MAXPAX does not cancel it. So it's a kill. Oracles fly in again. MAXPAX has got to be making sure he wakes up right now. Flying into Spore Crawlers. You got to remember, guys, Zerg has a tier 1 unit that they build by default that happens to shoot up and counter air units. What do you think about that, MAXPAX?
Zerg Imba.
Zerg Imba. Okay, yeah, not surprising. It's been a lot of players complaining about Imba and MAPAX and that sort of stuff this tournament. But it is, of course, good for those players to keep those mics open to us even during the matches and get some of those live thoughts of how the match is going. But, you know, I think he's still relatively calm. MAXPAX has been in trouble in the past. He's made a bunch of Stalkers, and he's actually going charge. So he's faking playing Stalkers, and he's actually gone for charge. Adepts come in and get 4 drones on the left side, make it 5. Very nice damage. Oh, this is a good trick. Right now, Ragnarok feels like he's seen everything. He's like, oh yeah, I've seen a bunch of Stalkers, it's all good. And there's going to be a big 3-base charge arc on play. I don't think it's going to be timing attack oriented. I think MAXPAX will just add disruptors behind it, but it is what it is. Now, unfortunately, the US West server is playing up, guys, so I apologize for the stutter. I know you guys can see it. I can see it as well. That's what we call the US West server dropping the ball. Blizzard these days and their server maintenance hasn't been what it once was. There's nothing we can do about it, but the other games will mostly be on Central, so we'll see how it goes. Stalker's going to go down in the wall. Nice wall off behind it. A few Zealots being warped in, but damn, these Zerglings getting a pretty good trade. The Oracles, oh man, they're going to come in, but a little bit too late. And you look at the units lost tab. Ragnarok's just trading better than MAXPAX start to finish. And now he's seen so many Zealots, he might realize what's up, and he's already straight into Hydra Bane. Ooh, oh me, oh my. 72 workers versus 69. If MAXPAX could secure a 4th, he'll be good. But guess what? There was an Overlord on the pillar the whole time. Saw the probe heading there. And Ragnarok, he cancels the 3rd. He cancels the 4th. MAXPAX just cannot hang on to an expansion for the life of him. It feels like Rag is running circles around him. Remember, Ragnarok won the coin toss, which is why we are playing on US West for game 1, even though... and this is actually his map pick as well. Oracle's going to laser down those Zerglings. Going to take the 4th on the low ground. Interesting. Bit of a change up there. I think without disruptors, I don't know if MAXPAX can defend a big Hydra Bane assault. Again, you're kidding me. If he gets that cancel as well, this is actually obscene. Oh my god, that is the 3rd Nexus he's canceled with the same handful of Zerglings at this point. And Ragnarok is on fire. MAXPAX, on the other hand, he's got a 2nd Robo down, but he doesn't have a Robo Bay. And I guarantee you, he meant to build that, but he's been getting distracted. Again? Okay, finally the Oracles are in position, and MAXPAX says, cancel me Nexus once. Okay, well done twice. Okay, but 3 times, I'm finally going to wake up and stop that happening. MAXPAX has got a good economy, but his army's much smaller, and you can tell Ragnarok is getting ready to strike. He's not actually making any more Evo upgrades right now. That's the one weakness, I'd say, but look at that. Gets the Observer. He's making Banelings. Baneling speed is finished, and he's just saying +1 melee. Bane speed, mass Hydraling, let's do it. Let's go kill the Protoss before he gets set up. The Zealots are getting ready to backstab, which is exactly what you want to do. What are you going to defend with? 3 Archons, a Sentry, and 2 Oracles? Guys, against 20 Hydras and a mass of Speed Banes? Telling you, there's long shots and then there's moon shots. And right now, MAXPAX defending this attack successfully is a moon shot. He's got double Colossus production on the way. That they are not going to see the light of day. This Hydraling Bane is going to breach the natural. A Sentry warp in is what I would have liked to see there. Ling split into the main base. He's actually morphing Banelings in his main. I think that's a hotkey mistake. And here we go, Ling Bane Hydra on the front, taking out that 4th base as well. Now the Prism drop does come in on that side. Zealots are going to run in from this side. I like that he's doing something to pull the attention away. Man, I want to see what happens with those Banelings. He actually did it on purpose. He splits them in the mineral line. Zealots warp in there. Probes try to spread in the main, but 19 workers have gone down for 2 drones, and Ragnarok is on fire in game 1 of this best of 5. The Artosalope is in awe at the power of Ragnarok, the man that A-moves Banelings better than anyone else in the game of StarCraft 2. I say it sounds like a condescending joke. It's real though. Ragnarok legitimately is the best player at getting ahead with his tactical openings, his great build choice, and then just smashing you with the power of mass Banelings. I call him the people's hero, because I feel like he shows strategies that are just clever. They're smart. They don't rely on 4,000 APM, but they rely on timing, planning, and understanding of the strategy of StarCraft. And that's what I love about Ragnarok. MAXPAX is on the back foot. Can he hang on? Can he survive his Colossus? He's got 2 out. A 3rd's going to pop into the Hydras. Watch out, MAXPAX. Watch out, Maximus. Oh, no. Daddy pops out into a Ling Hydra surround, already deep in the orange hit points. 3 base versus 4 base. Surprisingly, Ragnarok doesn't have a 5th yet. And he's only now going up to 8 gas. But Hive has just finished. +2 melees on the way. Actually, no, Hive has not finished. Sorry, Infestation Pit just finished. Hive's just started. Lair-Tech Lurkers could still be a bit of a conundrum here for MAXPAX. Oh, good spready on the Zealots as well as the probes evacuate. Did MAXPAX just attack his own Nexus, guys? Was that... Did he just attack his own Nexus? I think he attacked his own Nexus, right? I'm pretty sure it wasn't the Baneling that finished that. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check it. Oh man, the 4th gets cancelled yet again. MAXPAX loses his 3rd and his 4th gets cancelled. Zealot's trying to pull back right now. Okay, Zealots getting surrounded, getting overwhelmed by those Zerglings. Just too many of them. And Lurkers, they might be Lair Tech Lurkers. Only 8 range, kind of awkward unit, bit slow to burrow. Very important. MAXPAX keeps them pinned back, though. Big army on the other side. Oh, he's going to go for it. I did not expect that. I thought MAXPAX was just posturing, but MAXPAX feels like he needs to get something done. He's going to try and break the Lurker position. He's going to kill a lot and even get through, but what's he got behind it? Lurkers and Banes are rolling into his economy. MAXPAX has one group of Protoss units, and I'm telling you, they better Protoss harder than anyone's Protossed ever before and ever will again, because he's getting wrecked at home. But they are Protossing pretty well. One Colossus goes down, killing Colossus Archon with Zerglings. You know when your Colossus Archon is dying to Zerglings, you are behind in the game of StarCraft. And that there was a picture-perfect ZVP from Ragnarok, denying bases left, right, and center, never let MAXPAX get in his element, and overwhelmed him. All right, well, that was a bloody excellent game from Alpha Rex for Ragnarok in the top right side. Going to map 2 on Royal Blood, his opponent, MAXPAX down here in the bottom left side. Looks like he wants to go for a very early probe to make sure that hatchery gets blocked. And I gotta say, MAXPAX must have been a little bit annoyed after that last game. It just felt like he was always in the wrong spot at the wrong time, and definitely going to be curious to see if he can rally in this game and kind of bring it back, you know, get things going back in the right way that they need to do it. So I feel like in the last game, it all started with moving the Oracle across the map, missing the Lings. I think the first cancel with Nexus, not too bad, but he really did not expect the second one. Now, Ragnarok's going gas pool, guys. He doesn't know about that probe there, but he's about to find out. Ragnarok sees the probe. And of course, MAXPAX does not know that it's a gas pool opening. So he's going to be a little bit like, hey, last time I moved away from here, you took the hatchery, but at the same time, I have to be careful in case it's a 12 pool. Can he block that hatchery in time? Definitely not. But he saw the gas and pool. Oh, this is really good for MAXPAX, guys. Because you know to just stay here. And if you have to take a third, that's so annoying. You've already gone pool first, which is less macro efficient. Now you got to take a third. That sucks. On the other hand, guess what? This is a really good launching pad for Ravagers and Zerglings to sneak across the map easier. Harder for Protoss to scout over here and over here at the same time. So, as much as it's way less efficient in the macro game, MAXPAX does need to be very careful. Super early gas, already one of the scariest openers that you have to watch out for as a Protoss. And even more so in this case. Now, he has adapted his opening. What he did was he flipped the Nexus and the core timing. So he went 20 Nexus, then, 20 Cybercore, then the Nexus, straight for the second pylon. So he slows down his second gas slightly, slows down his Nexus slightly. This allows him to chrono an Adept, which means he could block the Zerglings without building a Zealot. He's also starting Warp Gate, is MAXPAX. Thing is, guys, he's been doing a lot of Twilight builds. Ragnarok loves to do all-ins, and this opening is perfect to do a big Ling Bane Bust or a Ling Flood or even pull some drones. And am I a mind reader? Is this all scripted? Did you pay the players, Pig, or do a drone pull? Did I just... Yeah, I just said that, didn't I? Oh, is he going to see? Ooh, the drones barely get past. So, guys, he's doing a drone drill. These drones are going to go down the right side of the map, and they're going to drill through the wall along with the Zerglings flooding out, and he's going to try and break the wall. Oh, he tries to get 2 Lings in. But MAXPAX looking pretty solid so far. The problem is that Adept Scout's being delayed, and a delayed Adept Scout, if he sends this out, that's so dangerous. So dangerous. He doesn't see the drones. Oh my god. He's got a probe in the wall, though. If he walls off the base, he should be okay. But he's not going to have any firepower behind the wall. Oh, he knows what's happening. Instant recall. He drops the battery. He needs to wall off right now. He does it. The Stalker will die, but he's blocked it. MAXPAX with the full wall off. Shield battery's on the way. He knew that this was an option. He knew that this was an option, but the battery's not up. He could still lose Cybercore. If he loses the Cybercore or this gateway before that Adept comes out, he's only got 1 Adept attacking. That's not a lot of firepower. It's going to take forever to kill all these Zerglings. Second Adept is out. Gateway at the front's going to fall. He's going to re-wall the right side, but that Adept is not perfectly positioned. There we go. Now it is. Now it is. With the battery up. Oh! Overcharge. Saves the Cybercore. He's got another Adept building right now as well. Oh, that Adept! The Adept's getting... No! The Adept's not in position! Oh no, the Lings are running past! Oh no, he does position it properly now, but he's already let the Lings in the main base. The probes have to fight. That's a lot of Zerglings. I think he could have taken that fight with the probes. Of course, MAXPAX is still ahead economically. The probes are now fighting in the choke point. There's 3 shield batteries up. But remember, Ragnarok, he's on bloody next to no workers. 10 drones, and even getting in and doing damage. guess what? It's not going to be enough because he built extra gateways. MAXPAX was doing one of the safest builds here, and he read the play correctly. He kept the probe at the wall in. This is something that Zest used to do every game against Ragnarok, every game against Rogue, because they were the two guys that would regularly pull the drone drill all in. The drones were trying to mineral walk into the base and get in there, but by full walling, they can't phase through those units. That was perfect defense by MAXPAX. One small mistake on that Adept, which I'll show you guys what happened and explain what happened with that very quickly. So the problem with this Adept positioning as we go back. So first of all, the drones normally want to drill through the Stalker and block the wall off, kill the Stalker. By the time they kill your drones, your Lings are in and you win the game. But leaving the probe on duty, scouting so well was great. The problem with this choke point up here is that's a little bit of a weird angle. And it looks like he's perfectly positioned it, but you can see he went a bit too far north. And Ragnarok clicked past him and slid those Zerglings in. Now, Ragnarok actually didn't realize for too long. He should have clicked those Zerglings past into the main base even earlier there. And he should also have drilled these drones through that Adept earlier so that he could keep opening up. He finally does it, but he waited a bit too long to do it. And at that point, you can see that there was already too many Adepts walking in, and that's a fantastic hold for MAXPAX. Really good reads on the risk that comes from a Zerg player who's opened up with gas pool into this as their natural. It's such a bad economic spot for the Zerg. You can afford to take extra safety precautions. Clever play by MAXPAX. All right, what a nice way with that momentum to start the series, but came to a grinding halt in the last one. Ragnarok now in the bottom left of altitude. Yet again, his map pick and his map server. The top right side, though, this man, I feel like he just stuck the brakes on. He said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, I know what sort of responses we'd be getting from MAXPAX if that game kept going. You know, if he was like, oh my God, I'm dying to a drone. I mean, he'd be on the tilt train. But as it is, he just showed a rock solid defense. And I really feel like it's going to be good to hear. We have a reporter down there actually on site, by the way, here on this snow-topped mountain. And they were asking him, any words for your opponent after that game?
Royalty has arrived.
Royalty has arrived. We're going to do a translation there for MAXPAX. Fantastic, pronunciation there. But royalty has arrived, apparently playing into the fan fiction that he is actually Danish royalty. Not confirmed nor denied just yet, but perhaps leading some credence to the rumors. We'll see. The probe being annoying here, but Ragnarok gets the hatchery. That one, it's sneaky, but it's not well timed. I don't think it's that great. It's okay. But I kind of actually think Ragnarok's opening is much better here if he goes spawning pool first with no gas, comes back, builds the hatchery here, then takes the gas. Because then you get the queen out, and it's actually better than getting a hatchery so much later. The downside is, as in that last game, you can get blocked, and if you get blocked on your natural off of a pool first, you feel kind of like you have to all in. So we'll see exactly where it goes, man. For those who don't know, MAXPAX is a player who has not shown his face at any live events and hasn't really told us why. There's many different fan theories, from social anxiety to Danish royalty to he's an AI and therefore cannot compete at the live event because he does not have a corporeal form. I personally believe Bubble Boy maybe immunocompromised. There's a lot of fan theories. Maybe we'll just see him come next year when he's older and more confident. He's only about 18 years old, I believe, still. He's rather young. Ragnarok, of course, on the other hand, we've seen many times at big events. Making it to the semifinals of Katowice at the World Championship was fantastic. But he's going to have to deal with the Twilight Council. We're going to see MAXPAX's famous Glaive Adept build. He's been doing a lot of different variations of Glaive Adepts. And I feel like this really puts a big onus on the Zerg having a very good handling of a high-pressure situation. We get to see the two players dance in sort of a very mechanical game, a lot of adjusting and reading how much your opponent's committing.
Here comes a new challenger.
Guys, I think was that MAXPAX vision? We just heard the Diva voice, but I think MAXPAX plays with the Diva voice back. What the hell? I don't know if that was MAXPAX or Ragnarok. It was Ragnarok, apparently. Okay, Ragnarok. I know a lot of the Koreans do love Diva. All right, that's amazing. It was the Queen ready. Okay, all right. Thank you, Twitch chat, for updating us on that. Diva is my favorite, guys. Oh, Dark Templar. Okay, guys, we're going to see a very quick Dark Templar push. Usually this goes into a nice fast third base. 12 Zerglings on the way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Already going up to like 30 Lings? He's doing a Ling Flood. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's only one Adept, one Stalker. There will be a second Adept. Okay, so this is meant to mess up MAXPAX build. This could go really south for Ragnarok, though. I feel like he might have a misread. There's a massive amount of Zerglings, 17 to be building this early. He's down 10 workers. And with Adepts there, as long as these Adepts stay on the inside of the wall, it's not going to go well for Ragnarok. If Ragnarok hides them and cancels the third, it might be good. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, MAXPAX moves out at the worst possible time. He loses both Adepts. Oh, no. And the Stalker. He has to do the dodgy wall off there, guys. That's like when you get your uncle to do a renovation on your house. That's what that is. You know, Uncle Dave says he'll do a good job, and the wall falls down a week later. And he does luckily take that wall down now, but man, already losing 2 Adepts. Good catch for Ragnarok. Getting value. Is it worth the fact that he's shown his hand, though, and that he's been behind on workers for quite a while? He's still massing Zerglings. He's got Spores and Roach Warrens on the way, but those Spores not up just yet. The DT's coming in. 3 Dark Templar are going to cause a ruckus, and without a Spore ready on the third, the Queens are trying to body block, but the DTs can just kill the Queens. He can just focus the Queens down, I believe, but Spore's like 3 seconds away. He's got to get out. He's got to get out. Good pullback by MAXPAX. DT and the Naturals already got 3 drone kills. Make that 4, make it 5. The drone's turn to fight, guys. Sometimes they say the best medicine when you've been getting bullied is to face your bully. If you're a drone and they're a Dark Templar, that rule doesn't apply. You know, people say these silly rules like this. They're like, oh, yeah, you got to face your bully. Not if he has a machete. If he has a machete, run away. Run away and call the police. And that's essentially what those drones should have done. The Zergling Queen, please stay here. Oh, the Queens almost get the Warp Prism. Warp Prism does get out of there, but dancing with the devil a little bit. Playing with fire. You got to be careful, MAXPAX. He's on 3 gateways. He's going to add a forge behind this. If he can defend the third, he'll be good with those DTs there. Looks like he absolutely can do that. Or can he? Ragnarok's like, dude, I built 100 Zerglings for a reason. I want that canceled. Throws away a lot of lings. Doesn't get the cancel. And that's not great for him. Archons are now morphing. The good thing is by being active on the map, the Archons are having to morph very far back because he's afraid of losing them, getting them surrounded. You cannot pick up a morphing Archon until it's finished. And there we go. Overlord's going to get picked off as well. Zergling's going to go for the natural. And, ooh, Zergling's going to work on that Stalker, but... Oh, probes. Probe rally. Watch out, man. Nice focus fire. 3 probes. Make it 4. Make it 5. MAXPAX, you got to be careful, mate. You can't be throwing this many units away. Those Adepts do start to do a good account of themselves, though. The Stalkers are here as well. And he's getting up to 6 gate and Blink behind it. MAXPAX has been so busy. He hasn't made +1 yet. Doesn't get any drones, but forces them back. Ragnarok's economy. How do we describe Ragnarok's economy to you guys? Not good. It's kind of bad. He's got 9 Roaches. He's going to make every single one into a Ravager. The rest into Zerglings. And he's going to go for an all-in. Now, the problem is MAXPAX has 2 Observers and an Archon drop. He sees the Roaches coming, and assuming he just keeps making Stalkers and keeps the Archons back with the shield batteries, he'll be good. There's only 1 battery, though. I always feel that's dangerous. If that gets biled down... Whoa, MAXPAX, watch out! Whoa! Oh, he's giving me a bit of a nightmare, but it's okay. DT warps in. That's going to help defend the natural. Stalker warps in behind the Stalker in the wall, but as I said, only 1 battery, just instantly biled down. The Archons don't want to fight the Ravagers. They want to stay alive to fight the Zerglings. This DT is doing the Lord's work. He's up to 9 kills, 10 kills. Those Lings finally pull out. Bile's trying to land on these Stalkers. Good pickups with the Prism. Oh, the Archon! One of the Archons is almost down, but the new battery's almost up. And if he can just stay back and overcharge and heal that, then MAXPAX survives the scariest point of this. It's a 43 drone all-in versus 56 probes. MAXPAX right now, it looks like a stellar hold off of a fantastic opening, and after a game 1, which honestly looked like Ragnarok just diddling him, just playing with him. He was running circles around him. Game 2, MAXPAX stops the all-in, and now, what the hell, man? MAXPAX is on fire.
Lock up your wives, lock up your daughters. Protoss is coming.
Whoa! Fighting words for MAXPAX as he takes the 2-1 lead. All right, some fighting words for MAXPAX at the end of that last game. Downer in the bottom right side. He's in his element now. Weapon Size Storm. It's MAXPAX. And once again, he sends a probe out super early to make sure that hatchery can't get down. Ragnarok, for some reason, is going 17 hatch, though. That's odd. Ah, he's doing exactly what I suggested last game. 17 pool, and then try to get your natural down. The drone... Yeah, he's going to hide the drone. Because you're not going to go for the hatchery till about a minute 10, maybe a minute 20 anyway. But remember I said go pool first, hide it on the back, and then come back in and try to see it. Now that probe is there. The Overlord sees it, and the drone comes back in. Yeah, really well executed. Just very nice. He makes sure with the Overlord vision, there's no way the probe can see that that drone's waiting. And now the probe comes in, sees the pool, and he's like, ah, damn. And this hatchery is not really delayed. Ragnarok is basically just doing a standard pool first opening. He gets his expansion on location. The only difference is that he loses a bit of mining time with that drone hiding. But of course, MAXPAX sent a probe across the map super early as well, so it's no big deal. Very nicely done. Cybercore starts up. Nexus on the way. Remember, the adjustment to the build. He'll then go second pylon on 21, and then second gas on 22. And that's going to allow him to chrono out an adept to deal with these 4 Zerglings. So just nice, clean adjustment for MAXPAX to deal with this. Two Zerglings chasing the probe, making sure it doesn't block the third or get too much follow-up info. Other one's going across the map for the scout. Link speed's going to be coming in at a pretty reasonable timing, not rushing the third base. You can choose to try to play a very quick third and delay your link speed a lot, but Ragnarok's playing the safer style where he's like, no, we'll get link speed real quick. So you're going to see that power up in just a moment. The Lings on the other side of the map coming in. Looks like a wall-off went down. He actually full-walled with a gateway so that he could stop the Zergling getting in. And MAXPAX gets that Zergling down. Very nicely done. Apologies for the observing guys. Just getting my wire tangled on my mouse a little bit there. Fix that up. Twilight Council in the back. I like that MAXPAX. He survived a really dirty all-in before. And now he's very confident just doing Twilight, which is naturally the weaker opening against those sort of like Ling Floods and that sort of stuff. Just because you don't have the Hail Mary of, okay, I survived long enough for my Oracle to come out, it's going to kill 30 Zerglings. You know, oh, I got a Void Ray out, it kills unlimited roaches on the ground. You only have the Twilight and the Gateways. But he gets the second Gateway very early, just past 3 minutes. These two Adepts at the front threatening as well. Good enough Zergling count to make it very scary to commit that Shade, though. And the Queens are still injecting. 1 in the main, 2 on the natural. Another Gateway comes in as well, so 3 Gate Glaives looks like will be the order. And there we go. Glaives starting on up straight away. The Adepts here doing a nice spready, and you can see he's just confirming. Yep, third base is there. Let's shade home as link speed could be finishing up. Great game sense for MAXPAX. Robotics Bay does go down behind this, or Robotics Facility, I should say. The bay is technically the support bay that allows you to get Colossus and Disruptors. Overlord does see the natural. And for Ragnarok, it's pretty clear that this is not a Stargate play. Notice he's not building any Spore Crawlers. As I said, he builds a Spore Crawler. Technically, there could be a Stargate, but because he went Stalker and Warp Gate straight away, it would have to be a very late Oracle. So just having 1 Spore in the main, and then Queens cover the other bases is good enough. So Ragnarok's not taking any chances. Oh my god! Well, that's a lot of Gateways, gang. That's 6 Gate. Man, MAXPAX has been doing a lot of 6 Gate Glaives lately. This is a very committed attack. There is a Roach Warren on the way, but it's all off 1 gas, which means you can't really build that many Roaches. Even when that's done, you'll only be able to build about 5 or 6 Roaches. And there's going to be a massive amount of Adepts coming in. I've seen MAXPAX do this a lot lately, and it's had mixed results, but it's very difficult to deal with. It feels like a real tightrope walk for the Zerg player. I like the threatening in 2 places at once. And those Spore cancel. Very nice. Okay, so Ragnarok going mass Ling right now. He wants to surround the Adepts. Glaives is done, but they're out in the open. They got to shade out of there. Oh, Ragnarok does not actually get the surround. He loses 7 Zerglings for nothing so far. And now you know there's mass Zergling out. As MAXPAX, you're like, oh, you don't even have that many drones. Like, I don't have urgency. Because if I didn't... like, and I also know your Roaches are late. Like, I can take my time. I could wait for another warp in after this before committing to fight. Easy peasy. We see a few Roaches and Queens coming to the front. The Adepts are going to come forward. He could try to shuffle in. Nice pullback. Oh, Ragnarok! Ragnarok had actually clicked on the Adept and then looked away to inject in his main. He was not realizing that MAXPAX was going to pull back that weak Adept. Loses 2 Roaches. Doesn't even get the Adept kill. MAXPAX is all over this game. He wants that 3-1 finish. He's angry about the way game 1 went, and he wants to show why he is one of the best in the game right now. I was watching Cyril stream the other day where he kept beating Cyril in PvZ, and this is some beastly PvZ. Look at that corner. You can't fight there with Zerglings. Zerglings are useless in that position. Oh, drone's starting to fall. 2 drones go down. Does he commit to the shade? He cancels it and he says, no, I'll just fight these roaches. It's only a few roaches and queens. That's fine. Good transfuse for Ragnarok. Ragnarok, it feels like he's got to kind of commit. Oh, nice focus fire on these adepts, and more are warping in on the front as well. He's just going to pull away for now. This is still only 40 drones from MAXPAX. If he doesn't get a third behind this, he does need more damage. More adepts threatening the shade to the left. They cancel. He's got a big pack of adepts on the right, a big pack there. I think he shades them all at once now. I think the plan is to shade all together or to group them all together. Yep, he splits 2 adepts to the right side. The rest are grouping on the left. 5 drones are being rebuilt right now. It's 9 roaches versus 23 adepts. My lord, that is scary. Third gas is on the way. Extra pylons are building, and a probe is moving out there to take a third nexus. A queen gets 2-shot. And this blob of adepts, I mean, there is, I don't know what you call a giant group of adepts, but that is a lot. That's basically a phalanx of adepts. The Zerglings, once again, don't want to fight it, but actually great Roach Queen positioning for Ragnarok. Ragnarok might be stabilizing here, forces the cancel in the shade, and the Roaches are actually starting to trade pretty well. Ragnarok, though, loses another 4 or 5 workers, which of course is not good for him. Adepts try to warp in the main. Some of them get taken out. Some of them do get in the prism. Nice cancel in the shade there. Does take out yet another queen and another drone. 34 drones versus 41 probes. You got to make sure you don't take a really bad fight at any moment here as MAXPAX. Otherwise, the counterattack potential means your third base will never get up. MAXPAX floating almost 1,000 minerals right now. I mean, there's frantic micro for both sides. It shows just how much you can play with the warp prism and the adepts to get more value. But also, even a top player like MAXPAX can slip up on the macro behind it. These adepts are getting ran over by the Zerglings. Great fight for Ragnarok. Good catch. And he's on top of the prism. He has very few queens, though. I say very few. He has a queen. Few indicates there's more than one, and technically is incorrect. MAXPAX has done a lot of damage, but Ragnarok is not going to be giving up easily. He's redroning. The problem I see for him is that his lair has not started. And without a lair, your options are limited. It feels like someone who's, you know, Ragnarok right now is someone who's gone to a restaurant that's just outside of his pay range. It's an important date or some sort of important event. And you look at the menu and you know that moment we've all had it where you realize it is like, oh my God, it is way more than you thought it was. And you're scouring the menu for the cheapest item. You're like, can I get away with just ordering a little appetizer maybe? Maybe, you know, it's a bit of a problem. The lair doesn't give you a lot of options. You're basically like, can I just have some unupgraded roaches with no speed and some speedlings with no evo upgrades? Meanwhile, your opponent is building immortals and sentries, which aren't the highest tier unit, but they're definitely higher tier than unupgraded roaches and lings. These adepts are getting out there and denying vision a little bit. It's Mass Ravager Ling off just 48 workers. Feels like Ragnarok's forced to do another big Roach Ravager Zergling all in. The problem is that adepts kind of counter Zerglings. The advantage is that he doesn't know it's coming just yet, MAXPAX. MAXPAX is going for his own attack. Ooh, okay. Worst case scenario for MAXPAX is he attacks on creep, gets surrounded. He doesn't realize Ragnarok's actually got less economy than him. Ragnarok is doing an all-in of his own, and he's being gift-wrapped a Protoss army. MAXPAX needs to send that observer ahead and realize how big that Zerg army is. Here we go, he's going for it! Oh, but no, he's not confident fighting on the bridge. Ragnarok, he ends up going for the Ling backstab. Oh, he finds it! Finds the worker line! Biling at the front, pulling MAXPAX's attention away. Remember, Ragnarok was out multitasking him like crazy in game 1, and he cleanses that third mineral line with the Bitey boys. He's got a big army here. Oh, those force fields are pretty savage though, man. Remember, there's no roach speed and there's only 4 Ravagers, so he doesn't have unlimited biles. He was using them on the army, which means he couldn't break the force fields. When there's sentries, you've got to be patient with those corrosive biles. You've got to use them to break the force fields. At least the energy's gone, so we can try and just bile him down now. A few more adepts coming across this map, but those Zerglings are going to keep backstabbing. MAXPAX still warping on the front. These 3 Immortals are a menace. They are the big thing that is really causing a problem for Ragnarok. He does the biles, but MAXPAX walks right through, ignores the corrosive biles, walks past them, and Ragnarok is really stuck up against a wall. And if force fields land on that ramp, he is screwed. That force field, not the strongest. He picks off some more adepts. The third base takes a lot of damage, but a lot of Zerglings die. And here we go. Good spreadies against the biles, but some of them are landing nonetheless. These 3 Immortals bring the pain train on these roaches. And there's just too much Protoss here. It feels like with another adept warp in, he's going to be able to seal the deal. MAXPAX, he is absolutely smashing right now.
Danish Alpha Star has arrived.
Alpha Star has arrived, he says. Oh my God, is he royalty? He's an AI. He's definitely a god of Protoss. That's what I know right now. We've had a lot of players complaining about balance in this tournament, saying, oh, his race is overpowered. MAXPAX, though, he's the one who's going to break the train there, brings it back after a devastating loss in game 1, gets the 3-1 turnaround, and he has only one thing to say about it.
Protoss OP.
He might be soft-spoken in his words, but their meaning is deadly. He gets the 3-1, and he's going to be going forwards to face Hero in the round of 8.